Okay, today we are going to read a book on one of our senses, which is smell. Okay, so we're going to learn about the nose and the process of our smelling. Nice smells, bad smells, all the smells. Okay, I am reading upside down, so bear with me. Smells all around. The world is filled with many smells, or scents. Different objects have different smells. Flowers and freshly baked bread and cookies smell nice, but rotten eggs and garbage smell nasty. Our senses of smell make us able to take in all of the amazing smells around us. We use our noses to smell, and we also use our noses to breathe. Air and smells enter the nose through holes called nostrils. How your nose works, okay? Smells travel through the air and into your nose. Information about the smell is then sent to your brain, which identifies them. This is how you smell things. Okay, so it's showing that the smell comes up like this, and it goes in through the nasal passage up into your brain. Okay, so it's also linked to your tongue here, the smell, and this is your nasal cavity that goes up. Okay, you can smell objects better by sniffing deeply. The closer you are to the object, the stronger the smell will be. Nice smells. So here, freshly baked pizza. Most foods smell so delicious that they make you want to eat. Things such as pizza, popcorn, and oranges smell good. Chili smells spicy, and hot chocolate smells sweet. There are many amazing smells outdoors. Things like trees, plants, and flowers have beautiful scents. And the ocean smells salty. And fresh air smells crisp and clean. Different smells. Everybody is different, and we each have our own sense of smell. We like the smells of some things, but we do not like the smells of others. Like, not everybody likes the smell of fish. And some people might like the smell of strawberries, but other people might like to smell onions. What do you like to smell? I like the smell of onions when they're cooking myself. I think it's really good. And the smell of strawberries is pretty tasty too. Okay, smelling clearly. When you have a cold, your nose usually gets stuffed up, and you may not be able to smell properly. Also, as people get older, they often find it harder to recognize smells. Okay, because it's not as strong. Your receptors aren't as strong. So, right, you know when you get sick, like this little girl is in the picture, and you can't always breathe through your nose, and the receptors, it gets blocked, and you can't smell things. Some people cannot smell at all. They may have lost their sense of smell because of an injury or an illness. People without a sense of smell find it difficult to taste foods. And that's because your sense of smell is connected, remember in the picture, it's connected to your tongue, and the smell helps with the taste. So yeah, it says our senses of smell and taste work together. Nasty smells. Our senses of smell sometimes tells us when foods are spoiled. Okay, so we've talked about this a little bit in class about foods being old or rotten and how you know that it's rotten by smelling it. But if not, if you were to taste it, it would taste bad as well. Moldy food smells bad, and old milk smells sour. When food smells bad, we should not eat or drink them. Cars pump smelly dirt and smoke out of their exhaust pipes. In cities with very busy streets, the air can get very dirty. When the air is dirty, we say that it is polluted. So this is a picture. It says, in the busy city of Bangkok, in Thailand, the air is very polluted. Yes, Miss Lindsay used to live here, and it did get polluted like that. get really hazy. You see all the haze and you can't see clearly? That's the pollution from the cars. Danger. Okay, we've talked a little bit about this as well. Some smells warn us of danger, such as a gas leak could cause a huge explosion. So if you ever smell gas, you should immediately tell an adult, okay? Also, where there's fire, there's always smoke. You guessed it. Anytime you smell smoke, you should tell an adult or dial 911 to call the fire department. I don't think it's 911 here, but we'll take, sorry for saying that. I'm just reading what the book says. You might save someone's life. I think it's 999 here. And it says fire is extremely dangerous. And we use lots of our senses for fire, right? We use our sense of smell for the smoke. We can see it and we can also feel it. And at times you can even hear fire crackling. So fire triggers most of our senses. Another thing here is talking about animals and their smell. A dog has an amazing sense of smell. Dogs can smell many things that the people cannot smell. Some dogs are especially trained to use their sense of smell to find and rescue people in the snow. That's pretty cool. Could you guys smell a person if you were hanging out in the snow? Could you smell a person? I couldn't, but dogs can smell so well. They can find people, missing people, they can find people, lost in the snow. That's pretty cool. Bears, so this is a polar bear here. Bears use their sense of smell to find food. Polar bears have a sense of smell that is 100 times better than ours. And they can smell seals that are more than 20, or let's say 32 kilometers away. That is really far. That's farther than I drive to work every day, and I drive far. Yeah, that's a long time. It's very far. But they need to be able to smell that far because they need to get their food, right? And there's not always a lot of seals. Insects and smells. Most insects can use their antenna to smell. An insect's antenna are the two long, thin body parts that stick out of its head. So these things, I think you guys should have known that. They're antennas. Wow, I don't think I knew that, but that's what they use to smell. Interesting. Insects send information to each other using their different smells. They give off one kind of smell when they are looking for a mate, and they give off another kind when they are looking for food. Okay? So it says the ladybugs smell through their antennas to find small insects that they like to eat. Interesting. Okay, so that's the end of this book. There is another activity that I'm going to read if you would like, but I'm going to put it on a different video. Okay, and it's a smelling activity, but you will need help with your parents or your family. Okay?